Hello everybody and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. So, I have been hearing some interesting things about what we are about to do. We're about to play Greedier mode, which I have been told is an experience unlike any other before. So I guess go ahead, strap in, and let's get ready for this. What do I have to expect? I have no idea. I'm going under the assumption that it is an absolute abomination, and we'll go from there. But before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and move this stone chest on over to these guys, and we're gonna just go ahead and bomb that with the bombs that we just got, and we'll see if we can buy ourselves a key and maybe get an extra item here. Or I don't even need to buy a key, it'll just give me a key. That's even better. Nice. Okay, cool. So we've got a key now. Let's go ahead and see what's inside of here. Another damage up. I'll go ahead and take that. 1.69 damage. So that's a lot of damage that we have right now. I really do like that. So we're gonna go ahead and bomb this. Grab that item. I don't want either of those items. I'm gonna be honest. I really do not want either of those two things. And I can already notice that the timer is much shorter. And you can spawn black holes. Well, now I see why this is gonna be such an interesting thing. Yep. Now I definitely see why it is so incredibly fun and interesting, is that the timer to spawn is gonna be really, really short. I wonder what kind of abomination is going to be waiting for me, I guess, at the end here. And I'm really lucky that I ended up starting with two. Whoa. Anyway, I guess I'm kind of lucky here that I ended up starting with like 2 damage ups. That's actually really, really nice. And I can thank this character for making it not awful. Oh, hi. There's still more that's going to be spawning. Okay. Gonna have to try and take out as many of these spiders as I possibly can here. I really want to get these spawners out before more of them end up spawning. Speaking of spawning, we've got another spawner here in the back. I can just see this being extremely painful if I didn't. There's still more spawning. Yeah, I could see this being extremely painful if I didn't like spawn in with 2 power-ups like right off the bat. So thankfully luck was a little bit on my side there. So I do have 20 cents, but I honestly don't want either of these items. They're both pretty bad. So let's go ahead and just do our boss here. We get 10 seconds for our boss. Thankfully it's only basement 1 and I can one-shot the flies. But the fact that like we haven't even gotten this guy down and it's already spawning like the next dude, that's pretty crazy to me. All right, so we got that done. Let's go ahead and take out some of these guys. Take out these champions. All right, now we can actually try and take out Mega Fatty here. There we go. We kind of want to be to the sides. That way, as soon as he lifts his ass up into the air, I should be able to just go straight to the right and immediately take damage. My favorite. All right, cool. Good talk. I really don't want it, you know, thinking about it now, I really don't know how much I want to do this optional boss. I'll be honest here. I'm also noticing that I'm getting significantly less in the terms of money. Yeah, so it looks like the enemies spawn in faster. And in addition to that, you get less money for what you're doing. So that's not very good. Let's go ahead and buy a heart here. Did that not respawn? Okay, no, it did. All right. Let's do it. Okay, that's actually easy. That's easier than my boss, surprisingly. 2 wraths is pretty simple. That shouldn't be too difficult at all. In fact, they're gonna blow themselves up. All right, let's see what we got inside our double deal here. Abaddon. Well, I'll definitely take that. See if I can get him to do anything. No? Okay. Well, we're going to definitely take Abaddon there, and we'll take the My Shadow. Normally, I wouldn't take it, but it's a free item, so... cool. Well, that's not too bad for a first floor. Leaving with 8 damage up is really, really nice. So let's see what we got here. We've got plenty of money, got a key. Curse of the Blind, so I can't really eat anything, much as I would love to do that. Squeezy with some tears up, very nice. And I'll be honest, I don't even want to touch my shop. I really, really don't. Because there might be items in there that I end up seeing them and then never again. So, yeah, I'll end up seeing them in the shop there and then I'll just never see them ever again. So I think what I'm going to do is try and tough it out here and just collect all of the money. And hopefully we can have a decent run here without having to worry too much about the cash flow and buying new items. Because buying new items on a blind is just... I don't even know why. Like, I don't mind the curses normally, but Curse of the Blind just... It just doesn't have a place here in greedy mode. But all right, we can deal with it. We can move on. Nice, easy floor here. Actually been getting through this pretty quickly so far. Got some of the fat rats. You can kind of think of that tears up there. That's actually going to really help us get through some of this. I should have displayed the key at the start, but it's not that big a deal. Oh, cool. And one of my challenges was bombs, so nice. Already taken this guy out for most of his health. The champion version actually has like no health at all. We can try and get nice. We can actually get rid of the spawners there, and this will just be a regular fight with Chubb once we get this guy out of the way here. There we go. So this will actually be a really nice fight. As long as we attack him while he's feared. We don't have to worry too much about him charging us. I want to make sure that we're getting these little maggots like under control here. I don't want them to get too out of hand. I don't want him to get too crazy with the spawning. Hopefully I can get another fear shot on him. So that way he won't attack me too much. There we go. Cool. Well, that was a pretty easy floor here. I think we'll go ahead and do our boss. Looks like we've got Champion Mega Maw as well as Champion Monstro. It's not too bad. In fact, I don't even know what Champion Mega Maw does. He spawns spiders. Well, that's simple. It's just fighting a bunch of lungs. And Monstro doesn't jump up all the way in the air, so this really won't be that bad of a boss at all. This is actually a really, really nice boss. There we go. Get that orbital in there for some extra damage. Just realized that going into Curse of the Blind probably was not a great idea. Satanic Bible. The nail. Well, I'll go ahead and just eat those. Which gave me enough hearts to take the last item. I'm an idiot. I didn't pay any attention. Oh well. Who knows what that last item would have been? It's not that big a deal. At least now we have plenty of health. It's actually probably better that we didn't, do something crazy like that. We are definitely going to go ahead and eat that item because I do not really want the range. Our battery would actually be really, really nice with our current build because that would be constantly spawning health for me. I guess I'll go ahead and take the coal. I don't really want the other item there. Gonna place a bomb here. I thought it was close enough. Apparently not. We're gonna go ahead and pick up Jar of Flies because I want to eat that item. And we'll pick up the key. And we'll see what else we have here. Yum Heart, another item that we can just kind of eat. All right, well, we've got a lot of items that we just want to devour, so I may actually need to... That is really fast spawning. What in the hell is this nonsense? That is super, super fast. I may need to go ahead and step on this already. Okay, we gotta step on that. We need some health here. Yeah. We need some health here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play it safe here. I'm just gonna drop it. I did want to eat an item, but I'm just gonna go ahead and play it safe here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I really did not want to try. I'm glad I did not actually. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't decide to go through with the whole thing there. Need a bomb. Don't have a bomb. Would like a bomb. Don't have a bomb. Need to get a bomb. Guess we're gonna go ahead and grab the range up. Yeah, with those heads flying all around the place, I had to pause the timer. There's no way I would have been able to do that without taking a ton of damage. I couldn't slow down. So it was gonna be really hard for me to line up those shots. This is pretty crazy here. I mean, we've got a pretty decent build so far, but this is fairly insane. I don't know if I want to do my optional boss right now, because my optional boss will require potentially some pretty crazy bosses. But I do want the extra charge so we can actually eat the jar of flies. So I'm currently undecided right now. I'm currently undecided on how exactly I want to handle this. Okay. We got Gish here. Let's go ahead and take out the spiders before we go any further. All right. Worst case scenario with Gish, or with the optional boss, I have my oh shit backup spacebar item to spawn more hearts. Yeah, I think that's what we'll have to go with here. So that deal, it was super risky on the last floor, but it actually ends up paying out for us. I'm gonna go ahead and take the risk here and say that we can take on whatever our optional boss is, as I really want the battery charge here. Looks like it's just Carrion Queen, so it'll be a little annoying, but shouldn't be actually too difficult to deal with her. Yeah. She's just gonna be a little annoying with the red poops, but other than that, we'll be fine. And thankfully we have the fear shots, that way we can actually deal some damage to her without her getting too crazy. And now she won't be charging us anymore. Now we don't even need to check the devil deal. We know we don't want it, but I mean, I guess actually no, I guess we might as well pick it up. We don't have any heart containers, and I believe that item gives you potentially shields when you don't have any heart containers. So we'll go ahead and actually grab that. Yeah, the empty vessel. So that's actually not that much health down for us. Go ahead and pick that up. I don't know how that's actually going to work, but I'm glad I have it. I don't know if that's just going to spawn flies. I'll have to really keep track here. I really do like the idea of the jar of flies. Experimental treatment could be fun. Let's see what else we have here. D100. I think we'll pass on that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Mom's key for the extra keys there. Grab the extra bomb. I don't really want any of that. And that ain't doing me much more. Decisions. The decisions. Let's go ahead and see what's inside our item room here. Definitely gonna go ahead and take the wig. Although I probably could have just eaten both of those items, but I kind of wanted the wig for the occasional spider. What the hell is this spawn timer? Well, glad I picked up flying. Yeah, really, really glad that I picked up flying because this is... Holy mother. Go ahead and get that knife in there while we still can. You're still spawning more. There's so much stuff. What? You're still spawning more. Okay, Dark Heart. Glad I've got a ton of ya. Holy hell, dude. Let's go ahead and eat that experimental treatment for some more damage and some more tier rate. That was awful. I never want to experience that again. We'll go ahead and take Hive Mind to go along with our mom's wig. And that gives me Beelzebub. So that's kind of cool. Forget what Beelzebub actually does, but that's kind of nice to have. Oh, hey, taking damage. Whoops. Yeah, that was way too much, dude. That was like every single like wave was just coming one after another. Why? Why do you hate me so much? Oh, the knife hit him. I was like, I dodged that. Nope, the knife hit him. The ass knife. All right, well, not the worst floor ever, but God, I was not expecting something of that caliber. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the battery since it's on sale here, just to guarantee that I can get all the items in my devil deal. Should it be bad, or should it be a good devil deal, or even hell, decent items? In fact, I could actually spend some money here to actually just fill up my hearts. That wouldn't be the worst. That wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. We're gonna go ahead and get that ass knife in there. There we go. Glad I got the mother transformation. All right, let's see what we have. I don't know what you do, and I don't know what you do. Cool. Good talk. Good talk. We're gonna go ahead and... Yep. Just gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I don't know. Oh, well, that was a... So there's a little weird tier there. Cool. That's an interesting item. All right, we got 2 more floors to go through. Let's see what Shell's got for us. Hell yes, Tech X. Gonna eat that. Tech X, baby. Don't want any of those. Give me the money. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Everything just kind of dies because of Tech X, and because I have such good tier rate, I can just kind of spam it. Yeah, Viz Sisters, how you feeling? Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? Now I'm the one that's overpowered. Good stuff. Man, I can't wait to get to the final boss and him completely make this whole build irrelevant. That just makes me all kinds of excited. All right, well, that's all of that. Cool. I still have full health. Didn't even get hit. Let's see what we have in here. Some pills. Bad gas. Infested. Paralysis. Well, nothing bad. All right. Okay. I don't really want to use any of the world card. Yeah, I don't think I really want to bother with any of those, to be honest. Oh yeah, the random shield is really nice too. Cool. Well, we might as well go ahead and see what boss we get here. Double Carrion Queen, champion versions. Don't really need to worry about them. They're really not that much of an issue. That tier, it gets so big. Not much in our devil deal, unfortunate, but we'll go ahead and see what we got here. Health up. That's actually not that great because I don't want health, but I guess it's not. I guess it's not that big a deal. All right, well, that's the end of that floor. Let's go ahead and spend the rest of our money on this one and hope for something decent. Our build is pretty solid, to be honest, as is. A little bit of tier rate could be nice, but I think we could honestly find better stuff. I don't know. I think I'm going to be greedy, but let's actually see how much money we have to work with here before we decide how greedy we're going to get. Yeah. The Tech X, it does so well. I'm kind of curious why everything spawns so fast on the womb floor, but then you come to these floors and it's just like, nope, nah, we're fine. We'll spawn in slowly. Like, this is almost normal spawning time to greed mode. Almost. No envy. Sorry, dude. Not gonna get away from me this time. All right, not bad. We've got 56 cents here. Double cage. Not my favorite, but that's fine. Health is just kind of depleting there. Nice. Dealt with that fairly easily. And then we've got just a joke of a boss for the second one. All right, they're dead. All right, let's go ahead and buy some items here. I guess we'll go ahead and take the toothpicks. We definitely don't need any more tier rate though, so we'll go ahead and So the idea here is I'm gonna eat those, and that should re-roll the items. Best friends forever. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and grab that. Pandora's box would have been nice. Oh well. Oh well. Good talk. Later. Nope. Sorry. Don't want either of those. Let's see what's in our... Well, we might as well see what's in our curse room here. Some keys. All right, we got an Algez rune. I think I'm ready to fight good old Greed, and let's see what the greedier version of Greed mode is. So far, this honestly... Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of went into this expecting, like, an extremely shitty run full of terribleness and awful. But so far, this has actually been very nice. And despite the fact that he even has armor, like, I'm still able to put in a decent chunk of damage here. Like, it doesn't even matter if he heals, because it's just going to turn into... Which means that I can actually, like, deal damage to him. There we go. I've got this shield, so I really don't care about you. I mean, hell, we haven't even used our Algez rune. I'm assuming there's more to this than just what I see right now, so I'm kind of like not using it right now because I'm expecting more. So far, this is just regular greed mode with like some faster spawns and a little bit less money. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening here. And I sure do love armor. Oh yeah. I really do enjoy armor. Hey there, buddy. All right. Got fear shots going on. You're scared of me now, Mr. Greed. You're scared of me now. I think. All right, cool. I did it. Awesome. There's no chest. There's more. Oh. Oh, he's angry. Nope. Not dealing with you. Do you have armor? You definitely do. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you have armor? Oh, this looks like all kinds of fun. This looks like all kinds of fun. Man, it's a good thing I'm like completely immune to all damage right now. Just like you are. It's like we're both immune to damage. We two immortals. Here to battle to the end of days until one of us gets bored. How long does this rune last? Jesus. This is fine. Man, I can't wait to tank health like crazy as soon as this rune falls off. If this rune ever falls off. What the? Okay, you know what? This is fine. This perfectly summarizes the Binding of Isaac bosses. Oh, hey, it's finally ending. Woo! Ah, oh, you got me. I don't know with what. Oh, there's another one. Well, that was fun, I think. The Black Rune has appeared in the basement. Awesome. Let's go ahead and fill you all the way up. I don't know why either, because I already have all the unlocks for greed mode, but maybe there's more. Who knows? Anyway, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up the run, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you do, be sure to hit the like button. Let me know that you're saying, hey, I like this. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video, everybody. I appreciate that. Is the ending any different? I imagine it's gonna be loud. Doesn't appear to be any different. Aw. Not even a different ending. That makes me sad. Anyway, that's pretty much the end, everybody. Thank you so very much for watching. I will catch you all in the next video, everyone. See you next time. Oh. Well, that was unnecessary. See you next time.